Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Today we will discuss a profound truth that, once understood, will shift your perspective. Listen attentively, for time does not remain the same for anyone. The words of Lord Shri Krishna contain a deep meaning, and in this video, we will explore those words that can support you through life's challenges and empower you with strength. Watch till the end, as every word has the potential to bring about positive change in your life. Never underestimate anyone, and most importantly, never underestimate yourself, for time changes for everyone. In this journey of life, there are moments when we feel that our hard work is in vain or that circumstances are against us. But remember, time is a game, and the inspiration in the words of Lord Shri Krishna gives us the courage to persevere. Long ago, a poor farmer lived in a village. He worked tirelessly, but no matter what he did, luck betrayed him, and his crops were destroyed. His cattle fell ill, and his situation deteriorated. One day, in despair, he approached God and said, "O Lord, I have worked hard all my life. I have never wronged anyone. Why then is this happening to me?" At that moment, a saint passed by, overheard the farmer, and smiled. He said, "Understand the nature of time. Only a patient person can endure its tests. This too shall pass. Keep doing your duty and have faith in Lord Krishna." The farmer listened and continued his hard work year after year without hope. Gradually, the situation began to change. His crops flourished and his cattle recovered. His house filled with wealth and abundance. In that moment, he realized that with faith in Lord Krishna and consistent action, no obstacle is insurmountable. This story teaches us that difficult times test our patience. If we remain steadfast in our faith, time will eventually change. The world's criticism and the struggle for basic needs can sometimes teach us wisdom ahead of our time. Nature provides happiness, but sorrow is a creation of our own. If we are swayed by every sweet word, we may find ourselves misled. Pride in one's virtue can sometimes be more damaging than sin itself. Do not remain shackled by your past. It was merely a lesson, not a lifelong punishment. If you are happy, there is no need to boast, for sadness sleeps lightly. At times, we may drown not because of our mistakes, but because of our unnecessary cleverness. Those who meet with selfish motives may not have the purest intentions. Beware of such encounters. Always remember, respect and humility are the true marks of wisdom. The past, present, and future are transient. What is yours today may not be tomorrow. Keep this in mind when you question time's course. If some dreams remain unfulfilled, let them be. Never stray from the right path to chase them. If you are right, there is no need to be angry. If you are wrong, there is no right to anger. Anger clouds judgment and causes confusion. Sin is harmful, but worse is the pride in one's virtues. Sometimes it's better to let go of someone than to hold them back. Silence can be a response more powerful than words. A defeat, well discussed, can be more significant than another's victory. Only those who can endure loss can truly appreciate success, whether in business or relationships. Behind every success is the support of your hardships. When tested, we emerge stronger. Not every adversity comes from malice. Often, it has a purpose. Remember, the truth is not always as it appears. Some chapters in life must be closed. Let go of what no longer serves you. If your heart is troubled, step away from the crowd and give yourself time to reflect. What God has provided is enough for us, and that is a fundamental truth. Self-discipline, good conduct, love, and service. These virtues come only through the company of the wise. Lord Krishna says that the patient person who views happiness and sorrow as one and is not swayed by external objects is truly worthy of salvation. We should not love blindly, for this can prevent us from moving forward. Never become so weak that you need someone's favor to survive. If victory is certain, anyone can be an Arjun, but when death is inevitable, it takes courage to be an Abhimanyu. Don't try to impress people, focus on improving yourself. People will naturally be impressed by your growth. If you want to succeed in every aspect of life, learn to rely more on intelligence than on force. Force teaches you how to fight, while intelligence teaches you how to win. If people speak behind your back, don't worry. Only those with something special are talked about. Ego blinds people. They fail to see their own mistakes or recognize the goodness in others. Those who constantly boast of their achievements fail to realize how much they diminish themselves by doing so. Lord Krishna teaches us that patience is not a weakness. It is a virtue that few possess. Prayers never go unanswered. They are simply answered at the right time. A person is shaped by their faith. They become what they believe. Everything can be imitated, but character and behavior are unique. Keep your thoughts under control as they shape your reality. If your intentions are pure, your destiny will be favorable. A calm and focused mind makes life's journey easier. It is equally important to bow your mind, for God cannot be found by bowing only your head. Do not fret over things beyond your control, as such worry wastes time and leads to regret. Focus on happiness, and happiness will always follow you. The law of karma dictates that every event has a cause and effect. The same action can yield different results depending on how it is carried out. Just as fire burns wood to ash, enlightenment burns away internal conflicts and leads to inner peace. Work without attachment to the results. Keep moving forward and continue performing your duties. The true yogi is one who has detached from worldly attachments, does not pride themselves on their physical body, and dedicates every action to God. Such a person attains salvation, for they see the divine in all their work. A new beginning may seem daunting, but remember, success follows after difficulties. Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that just as a light shines in darkness, truth too shines through. Therefore, always walk the path of truth. Death is an inevitable truth, part of the cycle of birth and rebirth. Regardless of how much one knows about the world, understanding oneself is the ultimate wisdom. If someone rejects you, don't feel bad. They simply do not recognize your worth. Bad times pass, and these are merely tests of our patience. A smile on your face does not mean life is without struggles. It simply shows your greater faith in God. If you want to achieve greatness, aim high. Always remember, what you've lost is no less valuable than what you've gained. A person's weakness is not in their health, but in their negative thoughts. The only ones who truly know whether you are right or wrong are God and your conscience. Never allow negative thoughts to diminish your self-confidence. A pure intention makes even the simplest of offerings meaningful, while showy gestures lack value. Understand that only God knows your true worth. If you are facing challenges, accept them as opportunities to prove your strength. Time itself will bear witness to your actions. A house without respect is better avoided, as true fulfillment lies in mutual respect. Lord Krishna teaches in the Bhagavad Gita that a person who is neither overjoyed nor resentful, who has renounced all inauspicious deeds, is dear to God. 3 paths lead to God: meditation, yoga, and knowledge. Of these, karma yoga is the highest. Just as a person discards old clothes for new ones, the soul sheds the old body and acquires a new one. This is the law of nature. Accept this truth and live fearlessly in the present. A person who knows God has nothing left to know in this world. Through the Bhagavad Gita, one's evil deeds are eradicated and destiny unfolds as it should. Work for happiness without focusing on the outcome, for joy is found in the process, not the result. Stop worrying about what others think of you, for they too are concerned with your thoughts about them. Success is the result of perseverance. It's the struggle of those who have not yet succeeded. As time passes, the truth will surface, and those who control themselves will remain undefeated. If others mistake your goodness for weakness, that's their issue, not yours. Remain true to yourself, as your actions speak louder than words. Lord Krishna's teachings remind us that everything we own is temporary. What is yours today may belong to someone else tomorrow. Change is the law of the universe, and time follows this law without exception. Karma Yoga is the path through which we connect with our soul. It awakens our self-knowledge, enabling us to not only fulfill the goals of this life, but also prepare for our future progress. Karma Yoga teaches us to act selflessly, without attachment to the results, and to find joy in work for the sake of work itself. A karma yogi does not renounce work. He only renounces the fruits of his actions and avoids attachment to results. His role in this world is that of a giver, and he never worries about receiving anything in return. He understands that by giving, he is fulfilling his purpose without expecting anything in exchange. This mindset prevents him from falling into sorrow. Work is not separate from Brahman, and thus all work, when performed selflessly, is dedicated to God. Lord Krishna explains that the cause of rebirth is the accumulation of desires. A karma yogi is free from this cycle, as he does not get entangled in the results of his actions. By relinquishing attachment to desires, the karma yogi is liberated from the bondage of rebirth. Lord Krishna also says that the human mind is made of air, and it is the mind that leads a person toward desires, especially those of the senses. To achieve success in life, controlling the mind is essential. When the mind is under control, the power of the brain is focused, leading to success in one's endeavors. According to the Gita, a person who has mastered their mind is free from unnecessary worries and desires. Such a person attains their goals with ease. However, if the mind is uncontrolled, it becomes the greatest enemy. Lord Krishna advises that a person who remains calm in both happiness and sorrow, who has conquered passion, fear, and anger, and who does not react to the outcomes of auspicious or inauspicious events, is a person of steady mind and wisdom. Such a person, by controlling their mind and senses, attains God through knowledge and remains eternally content. Anger, according to Lord Krishna, is the gateway to hell. It destroys a person's life, causing restlessness and confusion. The confusion leads to a loss of intelligence and ultimately to a downfall. Therefore, it is crucial to avoid anger and remain calm, no matter the circumstances. Lord Krishna further explains that just as the ocean remains unmoved, even when heavy storms or the flow of many rivers enter it, a yogi who is firmly established in God remains unwavering amidst worldly pleasures and sorrows. His position in God remains unshaken, and he remains steady through all external circumstances. A person who has renounced all desires, who moves through life without attachment, ego, or expectation, is the one who attains peace. The struggles you face today will become your strength tomorrow. If you need help during difficult times, remember that trouble is temporary, but the kindness of others lasts a lifetime. Experience does not come with age, but from life's challenges. If you have come into this world, you must also learn the art of living. The real danger does not come from enemies, but from within. It is challenging to control oneself, yet it is the only way to improve our weaknesses. Time is limited, and it does not grant second chances. Change what can be changed, accept what cannot, and if you cannot accept someone, move away, but remain happy. This is a crucial responsibility we must uphold. When we fail to nurture relationships, time itself takes them away. Let those who speak ill of you do so, for their actions are a reflection of their own shortcomings. The more you distance yourself from negativity, the happier you will be. If someone wrongs you, it is their karma, but it is your duty not to harm anyone in return. No relationship forms by mere will. It is God who decides when, where, and whom we meet. In life, we need two important figures. One Krishna, who ensures victory without fighting, and the other Krishna, who stands before us in defeat, but never abandons us. Krishna says, "You do what you want, but what happens is what I will," meaning that when you align your actions with divine will, you will achieve what is meant for you. When committing wrong, a person looks in every direction, left, right, front, and back, but forgets to look up. A person who looks up, however, never dares to do wrong. Lord Krishna says, "Whoever is my devotee, who worships me with devotion, chants my name, and loves me, they are mine. I will take away all their troubles and provide them with the happiness they seek." When a devotee remembers God with all their heart, God promises to protect them. removing all their challenges in the process. If you want to be happy, pay less attention to what others say and more to your own thoughts. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Shri Krishna says, "O Arjun, I have no duty in these three worlds, nor do I desire to acquire anything, yet I perform my duties by fulfilling my obligations. O Partha, if I do not perform my duties with care, a great calamity will occur because people follow my path in every way. Avoid yajnas. Noble individuals who eat cooked food are freed from all sins, while those who cook food solely to nourish their bodies are consuming only sins. Those who live their lives without remembering God should be considered thieves. Only knowledge is a permanent element that remains with us in every situation. Just as the weather changes on earth, life too changes. Happiness and sorrow come and go. Whether in war or in life, success is achieved through only three weapons: dharma, patience, and courage." Kanha says, "Serve everyone but expect nothing in return, for only God can give the true value of service, not humans. If there is ego inside, the only solution to empty yourself is humility. Go as far as you can see. When you reach that point, you will be able to see further. There is a silent prayer in tears that only God can hear. We are responsible for what we are and possess the power within to become who we wish to be. When someone begins to recognize their next step, a great change begins. If your relationship with the divine is strong, the people on earth cannot harm you. The mind is restless, and controlling it can be difficult, but it can be tamed by remaining calm. Believe me, when we do good to others, something good happens to us too. It is no coincidence that there are fingers before the lines on the hand. Even God put in effort before granting luck. Good manners may not have a financial value, but good behavior has the power to win millions of hearts. Restraint enhances the value of our character, and true friends and family add true worth to our lives. Lord Krishna says in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, "O Arjuna, one who truly understands my divine birth and activities does not take birth again after leaving the body and attains my supreme dharma. The person who renounces all desires and becomes free from the craving of I and mine attains immense peace. The person who lacks knowledge and faith in God can never find happiness and peace in life." Success is not always immediate. Pride is a product of the mind, while experience is the lesson of life. True happiness is achieved when your thoughts, words, and actions align. One should never be disappointed in life, for it is not your time that is weak, but you may simply be facing a challenging period. Just like oil runs out and the lamp extinguishes when the wick is consumed, similarly, when karma weakens, destiny follows suit. If you want to live like a king, you must first work hard like a servant. Keep in mind, the bigger your dream, the tougher the struggle will be. If others begin copying you, it is a sign that you are very close to success. Never stop your efforts until your last breath. Whether you reach your destination or gain experience, both are invaluable. Life is beautiful. It makes you laugh and it makes you cry. Yet life bows down to those who stay happy amidst the chaos. After being betrayed by those closest to you, people often find it difficult to trust others fully, even if they wish to. This is the reality of life. Lord Krishna says in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, "O Arjuna, a man can live simply, but he will still be burdened with worries, troubled by past mistakes, and fearful of death. He is neither able to live properly nor embrace death." The most beautiful plant of life is faith, which does not grow in the ground, but in the heart. Faith does not grow to seek revenge, but to bring about change. Think about it. A wise person is not one who responds to a brick with a stone, but one who responds to their own self when confronted with a thrown brick. Build a home and give importance in your life to those who understand your worth. People will respect you only when you learn to ignore them, just as they do. It is true that cheap things and bad people appear attractive at first, but the wise man knows better. A man must have his own way, for it can be seen even in darkness. In the autumn season, only trees fall, and there is no specific season for being overlooked. When someone decides to end a relationship, They first distance themselves by silencing their words. There is much sleep in the eyes, but do not sleep. This is the time to act and not waste it. Storms are also necessary in life. They show you who will free your hand and run away, and who will stay to hold it. Keep a distance from those who cannot see their own mistakes. It is better to walk away from such people. No relationship forms by one's own will. God decides when, where, and with whom you will meet. If you ever find yourself alone in the fight for honor and respect, stay strong. Never let yourself break in front of anyone, for when you respect yourself, others will respect you too. If your heart is pure and your intentions are right, trust that God will help you in some way. Never feel discouraged. Life can take a positive turn when least expected. Never trust anyone blindly, as the world is not always so trustworthy. Blessings will never leave you, and curses will not linger. Everything unfolds gradually, but one suddenly realizes that silence is a form of sadhana, and speaking after careful thought is an art. A person who speaks clearly and directly may sound harsh, but such a person will never deceive anyone. It is often the closest individuals who deceive you. Do not reveal your secrets, for those with you today may turn against you tomorrow. There is no cure for doubt, nor can character be proven through words. Silence is the highest form of meditation, and words, when chosen wisely, are sharper than any weapon. Some relationships end due to pride, and not every mistake is at fault. Do not lose to yourself, as Lord Krishna will take care of the rest. Silence is necessary to live peacefully, but when it comes to dignity, it becomes necessary to defend yourself. Life often forces change upon us, and some incidents compel personal transformation. Even if nothing else is gained, experience is invaluable. Many lose precious relationships due to arrogance, and at times, when someone we trust leaves us, disbelief sets in. Shri Krishna teaches that the person who controls their mind can achieve anything in life. While others remain silent about your goodness, they speak of your flaws. Shri Krishna reminds us, I cannot correct your past, but you can correct your present. If you perform good deeds, your future will surely brighten. In today's world, no one can be relied upon entirely, for people often stay with you as long as they have selfish motives. If someone is alone, it does not mean they are unloved. Rather, they have come to understand the transient nature of worldly relationships. Be cautious when judging others, for just as not everything that glitters is gold, not every attractive person is truthful. The joy of being alone is unmatched. You neither need anyone nor expect anything from others. Explanation is only useful when there is an open mind to listen and understand. Hard work is the key that opens even the most closed doors of destiny. The fallen leaves have beautifully said that when you become a burden, even your own people will abandon you. Anger can be defeated by love, evil by goodness, selfishness by generosity, and lies by truth. Just as salt is extracted from the sea, meditation, devotion, and penance purify the mind and bring us closer to God. Only by renouncing our vices can we truly attain God. Two things shape a person's destiny. First, their nature. If your nature is humble and virtuous, your fortune will shine. But if your nature is full of anger and laziness, your destiny will inevitably falter. Therefore, cultivate sweetness and charm in your nature. Second, your speech. A child learns to speak at the age of 2, but throughout life, many never learn when, how, or what to speak. Those who master the art of speaking wisely, at the right time and place, will undoubtedly succeed. There is no greater advisor than a father, no shadow more protective than a mother's, no better partner than a brother, and no well-wisher more devoted than a sister. Do not be concerned with this selfish world. If you must worry, let it be for your own well-being. When your house burns down, people come to sympathize. But when you build it bigger, no one comes to congratulate you. Consider this: when something bad happens to you, people come to express sympathy. But when something good happens, few will come to rejoice with you. If you are facing difficult times, be happy. God is watching over you, and though it may seem delayed, He will listen to your prayers. A person's fate is shaped by their past deeds, and the actions you take today will determine your future. Shri Krishna says that anyone fighting their own battle alone, choosing their own path, and enduring the hurtful words of others is simply following their own journey. Keep moving forward, for I will always support you. A wise person does not seek revenge because they understand that God accounts for all deeds at the right time. Never force anyone's company in life. True happiness comes when people join you willingly. Be mindful of your company, for success follows good thoughts, which are nurtured by being surrounded by good people. If you are alone, control your thoughts. If you are with others, control your words. No relationship forms by one's own will. God decides when, where, and with whom you will meet. If you must fight alone for your honor and respect, do so, but never break down before anyone. Do not give up, for when you respect yourself, others will respect you in return. If your heart is pure and your intentions are good, trust that God will guide you. Never trust anyone blindly, for the world cannot always maintain your trust. Everything ends slowly, but one day you will realize it. Difficult times are the greatest magicians, for they reveal the true faces of those around you. A mistake is but a page in the book of life, while relationships are the entire book. Read it, but do not let one bad page cause you to discard the whole book. Patience and truth are the rays that dispel all darkness. The path of patience is steadfast and leads its traveler to success. Walking alone is not easy, but each step strengthens your resolve and enhances your character. Stay true to yourself, for the strength you gain in solitude will lead you to great achievements. Life's true earnings are not measured by wealth. The experiences of life reveal the true value of one's achievements. The truth is often bitter, especially for those accustomed to living a life of shortcuts. To succeed in life, one must have determination. To fail, fear is sufficient. Have faith that when we do good for others, something good is also happening for us. The ability to make the right decision is not enough. The true ability lies in making a decision and proving it right. Just as a shadow cannot be seen in boiling water, solutions cannot be found in a troubled mind. Approach all problems calmly, and you will find the solution. No person in this world is perfect, so it is essential to overlook some flaws and maintain relationships. When someone ends a relationship, they first end the sweetness of their words. There is much sleep in the eyes, but do not succumb to sleep. This is the time to act, and it should not be wasted. Shri Krishna advises us not to live in anyone's absence or under anyone's influence. Live life according to your nature and preserve relationships with wisdom, sometimes by convincing, sometimes by agreeing. Silence is a form of sadhana, and speaking after thoughtful reflection is an art. A person who speaks clearly and directly may have a harsh tongue, but such a person will never deceive anyone. What you have is enough. There is immeasurable happiness in these two words. Perform your work with great care, for neither prayers nor curses go unanswered. If this world is a forest of wolves, you are the king of those wolves. A wolf in search of prey is hungrier than one who has already found it. Become like the wolf who hunts, always searching for success, striving to stand apart from the crowd. Do not change your path based on people's criticism. Success is achieved not through shame, but through courage. If someone attempts to stop you in life, be grateful to them, for gardens without gardeners are quickly destroyed. Those with a garden in their mind must control their thoughts. Be cautious of those who lead their minds downward. Intelligent people may read history, but it is the passionate, even crazy individuals who create it, often the ones the world laughs at. Always distance yourself from two types of people: those who pretend to be busy and those who are arrogant. The former will speak according to their own desires, and the latter will act only based on their own interests. Do not deceive yourself into thinking you are clever by fooling others. It is not that you can fool them. Rather, how much trust did you truly have in them? This is human nature. If you do not help someone once, they will forget all the help you've given in the past. The worst thing about pride is that it never allows the other person to see their own mistakes. It is not necessary to have many relationships in life, but it is essential to have life in the relationships you have. Each morning brings new challenges, and each evening offers valuable experiences. Storms are a part of life, for they reveal who will abandon you and who will hold your hand and support you. It is not the problem that weakens you, but rather the way you perceive it. Problems come not to weaken you, but to make you stronger. Reflect on what you bring into this life and what you will take with you. Life is like a fair that lasts only 2 days. One day, you will leave everything behind. Always remember, problems do not have inherent size. They grow or shrink depending on your ability to solve them. It is not people who betray you, but the expectations you place on others that lead to betrayal. Give only as much pain as you can bear, because while it may seem easy to inflict pain, it is much harder to endure it. People do not change easily, but life events often force such changes. Respect and love cannot be demanded. They must be earned through self-respect. If you possess the qualities, others will come to you willingly. Never get angry about others receiving credit for your work. Cotton and oil may have burned together for centuries, but people still say the lamp is burning. If your dreams are big, your struggles will be equally significant. If someone breaks your trust, thank them, for they teach you the importance of being cautious in whom you place your trust. A selfish person often ignores another's flaws when they like them, and overlooks their good qualities when they don't. Whatever you give, whether respect or betrayal, will eventually come back to you. Do not fear making mistakes, as it is through mistakes that we learn and gain experience. In losing, you learn. In winning, you teach. Many people claim to be facing difficult times and feel lost, unsure of how to turn their bad times into good. The truth is, trust in God with complete devotion, a pure heart, and total surrender. God never abandons you in times of sorrow. Never trust anyone who speaks of the success or failures of others. Everyone has intelligence, but whether we choose to use cleverness or honesty depends on our upbringing. Cleverness may shine briefly, but honesty endures for a lifetime. It is wise to keep your financial status private. If your status is good, people will seek loans. If it is bad, they will offer you no respect or support. Thus, both happiness and sorrow are best kept to oneself. Learn from the fruits of life. Even when salt is added, it enhances the flavor. Similarly, one should maintain pride, even when enjoying sweet moments. Human birth begins with breath but lacks a name, and ends with a name but no breath. The journey between breath and name is called life. Excessive show-off beyond one's means can lead to debt, drowning a person in financial hardship. You often think about not making others feel bad, but have you ever considered that you too can feel hurt by someone else's words? People often speak from the heart, and it's important to remember this. If you wish to achieve something in life, focus all your attention and energy on it, and trust that you will attain it. Relationships often require effort, and I have learned much from the life of Ravana. Keep your secrets to yourself, whether you are a brother or a friend. Wise people neither mourn the living nor the dead. Do not blame the world for your pain, nor blame yourself. Understand that change within your mind can bring an end to your sorrows. Not everyone can comprehend the tears in your eyes or the stories of your heart. Life has a way of humiliating you where you expect something good. People may say, "My heart is made of stone and does not melt." But perhaps I don't know how to change like the weather. Arrogance has no place for God. Jealousy leaves one without neighbors, and anger drives friends away. If there is a misunderstanding, speak directly with the person involved. Discussions with others may escalate the matter. Even victory feels empty without someone to congratulate you. It is better to smile and remain silent. A person who speaks directly may sound sharp or harsh, but such a person will never deceive you. What is not meant for you, no matter how much you cry, cannot be yours. Do not take pleasure in deceiving others, for when karma returns, it will leave you with nothing. The world may strip us of our happiness, but we often live by giving our happiness to others. Share your troubles only with those capable of understanding your pain. Do not console yourself too much, for no one is so busy that they do not have time for you. Often we worry unnecessarily for those who consider us their burden. Stop seeking your place in others' lives. Have faith, and you will find happiness. Not every relationship is special, nor is every person you meet a deceiver. Be the person who understands others as they are. If someone leaves you in hard times, accept that they were never truly with you. There is no need to force connections with people. Life is full of lessons, and some come from the most unexpected sources. Many people may come to you, but eventually, you may feel that it's better to walk alone. It is better to move carefully in the right direction than to rush forward in the wrong one. No one will accompany you through life. You must face and handle the challenges on your own. Reflect on what you bring with you and what you will take away. Life is but a fleeting journey, and one day you will leave everything behind. A wise person never harbors feelings of revenge, for they understand that God keeps account of everyone, and when the right time comes, the truth will prevail. Either remain silent or speak words that can be heard in silence. The truth should be held in high regard for yourself, with love for others and compassion for all. That is the essence of life. Rather than becoming overly angry with someone, it is better to reduce their significance in your life. If you cannot call wrong what is wrong, or stand up for your own rights, find peace within yourself. Everything else will fall into place. People will come and go, some will drift away, and others may become strangers. No relationship is sustained by one person alone. It requires the participation of both. The person who finds happiness in your sorrow can never be closer to you than that. If you walk slowly through life and never stop, believe me, you are moving faster than anyone rushing ahead. You cannot learn as much in years as you can by observing someone in a moment of anger. When people decide to part ways, the first thing they do is reduce their communication. Every human makes mistakes, but only those with clean hearts who cherish relationships can correct their errors. Anger is harmful but necessary in some cases. Without it, the wrongdoer will never realize their faults and will continue to treat you the same way. Experience teaches that trusting someone fully can often lead to the lesson of never trusting anyone. One thing is certain, no matter how happy we are with new people, when they hurt us, we will remember those from our past. Fix what you can, for everything in life is repairable, except trust. Once broken, trust cannot be restored. A person who truly loves you might say harsh things in anger, but they will never intentionally harm you because their care for you outweighs their frustration. Those who make mistakes deserve forgiveness, but those who act with cunning do not. To be happy throughout life, make yourself the kind of person who remains content whether someone is with you or not. A person becomes lonely when they listen to strangers and abandon their loved ones. The land might be fertile and the fertilizer abundant, but if the water is poor, the flowers will not bloom. Similarly, good feelings and actions can be ruined by poor words. Relationships with such people rarely last. The money earned by selling your faith and integrity is of no value. Ultimately, it is best to abandon it. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. The deeper the sorrow, the closer God becomes. The busier you are in life, the more you will find joy in observing it. It is a bitter truth, but one that remains true. When the need arises, people form relationships without true connection, and once the need passes, they disregard them. People today often respect those who offer flattery, but they only truly trust their mothers and God. After being wronged, whether by others or fate, the one who initiates the conversation is the one who truly cares. Even if you choose to live alone, do not force relationships upon yourself. If you maintain good relations with the higher powers, the people on earth cannot harm you. Never underestimate the poison in the teeth of a snake, the sting of a scorpion, or the bitterness in the heart of a human. Always exercise caution. There is no need to be stubborn in proving the truth. It will be evident in due time. Never be proud of two things in life: wealth and appearance. Poverty can come quickly, and a face can change in an instant due to an accident. Eyes filled with love a bowed head, hands that offer cooperation, feet that walk the right path, and a soul attached to truth. These are the qualities favored by God. If you are right, there is no need for anger, but if you are wrong, you have no right to be angry. It is better to live alone in peace than to live a life of deceit. Live with self-assurance, for your story will one day become a legend. Spend jokes and money wisely. Struggle is life. Embrace it and learn to fight. If you lose sleep, that's okay, but never lose sight of your dreams. Let yourself be broken, for no matter how great you become, if there is no humanity within you, everything else is meaningless. Whatever needs to be done, do it yourself. Relying solely on time can lead to deception. Establish a life principle. Never go to someone who does not respect you. In life, either something good or something bad will happen, and whatever occurs will be the result of our actions. Just as a lamp cannot shine without oil, a person cannot succeed without the blessings of God. Before embarking on any task, it is essential to remember God. Will this action be accepted by God? This moment of reflection may guide you from committing wrong deeds in life. If you cannot do good for someone, then at least refrain from doing bad. If you cannot show respect, then do not insult them without reason. The more you care for someone, the more trouble you may face. The moment you stop caring, people will stop troubling you. The most precious thing is your present. Once it is gone, no wealth in the world can buy it back. Our thoughts shape who we are, so focus on cultivating positive thoughts rather than fixating on words. Thoughts are always alive, much like changes in the weather. Happiness and sorrow come and go, and evil will find you even in a crowd. However, just as a calf finds its mother in a herd, one who believes in the divine finds the good even in evil. If someone who usually laughs and speaks a lot suddenly becomes silent, it is a sign that they are broken inside. Never be complacent or proud. Even a stone becomes heavy and loses its existence in water. If God is making you wait, perhaps He is preparing something far greater than what you've asked for. This phase too shall pass. Have patience. No happiness lasts forever, and neither does sorrow. When your mind is troubled, do nothing. Close your eyes and chant the name of Lord Krishna. Money can be earned through intelligence, but intelligence cannot be bought with money. We often believe everything is ours, but it's simply due to selfishness. When I lived only for others, no one complained. But when I thought a little about myself, the world turned into my enemy. Life teaches us that a small person can prove useful at a significant moment, while a great person may reveal their true character over trivial matters. Nothing can be taken from your hands except by fate. To move ahead in life, trust yourself rather than rely on external circumstances. Learn to simplify. Keep the doors to your house small, and remember that those who bow and leave are ours. In today's reflection, we learned that every difficult time has the purpose of strengthening and teaching us patience. No matter how tough the times are, they do not last forever. Just as the sun rises after a long night, better days will arrive in your life. Lord Shri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that happiness and sorrow are merely experiences to be endured with peace. Our real strength lies in accepting the ever-changing nature of time. When we understand that each event has a purpose, we stop feeling frustrated with our problems and instead begin to learn from them. The struggles you face today will become your greatest strengths in the future. This is the message from God. Have faith, keep working, and understand the flow of time. Difficulties test us, revealing the hidden power within us. So, face each challenge with patience, hard work, and faith. What seems difficult today will become easy tomorrow. What is painful today will turn into joy tomorrow. Remember this mantra: time changes for everyone, so stay calm, keep working diligently, and have faith in the blessings of Shri Krishna. If you enjoyed this video on the Krishna Vani Gyan channel, please like it, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Your one step could bring significant change to someone's life. The knowledge of Shri Krishna will illuminate your path. Thank you, and Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.